Hey there, and happy National Mortgage Broker Day. I bet you didn't realize it, but today, July 18th, is officially National Mortgage Broker Day. So because of that, I just wanted to share 3 things that makes brokers better. My name is Ryan Baril. I am a mortgage broker. I'm co-owner and vice president of CAPITALPlus Mortgage in Lake Mary. I want to go over 3 reasons why brokers are better. I'll make it as quick as I can for you. So the first one is flexibility. So this is really important. We have flexibility in a couple of different ways. First of all, we have the ability to go to any lender that we want, right? So that means that if you have a client who has some challenges, right, that might be income related, might be credit related, they're still credit worthy, but it's a difficult loan for whatever reason. It's very easy for us to go find the lender that is well suited to provide them financing. So we're able to get more clients pre-approved because of that ability that retail lenders or banks don't have, because all they can offer is the clients that their particular investor, the only one they work with because they work for them, offers. We don't have that. We don't work for a lender. We don't work for an investor. We provide wholesale originations to those investors. Second piece of flexibility comes in with the second point, which is pricing or affordability. So we have the ability to place clients with the best priced investor. Now you might think, well, a direct lender or a bank can be well priced too. And it's right, they can be, but they're not always going to be. And that's what the difference is. So the way mortgage pricing works at a micro level at each individual lender or investor is that they're going to change their pricing based on, first of all, the markets, but second of all, their pipeline, which is what nobody really thinks about, but it is a major part of pricing. So for instance, if lender ABC, a direct lender, right, that you might go with, if they have a ton of business right now and their underwriters are overwhelmed, you know what they're going to do? They're going to increase their pricing so that they win less deals so that their underwriters can catch up. Vice versa, if their underwriters are really slow and they need more business, the pipeline's looking thin, they'll reduce their pricing to try and get more business in the door. Now, when it's reduced, that's great. But when it's high, that's bad for your clients because your clients might not be shopping around if you're recommending someone to them, right? So they could be, first of all, paying a lot more for the same house, or second of all, and even worse for both of you, is that they may not qualify for the house that they want because of that higher pricing. It's much better when you can go to a broker like us who can recognize this happening at lenders, because it still happens with our investors that we deliver the loans to. But we can recognize that. So we know that, lender A right now is just backed up and they are raising their pricing to slow it down. So I'm not going to send the transaction there. I'm going to send it to investor B, who is slow right now or whatever it might be and is much sharper on pricing. And we can get the client qualified for more, which is the other piece of affordability, is that our pricing tends to be so much lower that we can qualify clients for more. I had one just last week that qualified for $50,000 more in purchase price. Everything the same, payment was even lower than what she was qualified with a retail lender. So it allows the realtor to make more money and for the client to get the house that they really wanted. The last piece to affordability and why we end up being so much more or less expensive in most cases is because we don't have as many people to pay. If you think about a retail lender or a bank, think about all the people who have to get paid. There's the LO, there's the LO's processor, there's the LO's boss, there's the LO's boss's boss, and maybe the LO's boss's boss behind that, right? We don't have that at most broker shops. Some might, but most of us are small family type companies. If a lender, or if someone goes through me, right, to get their loan, you know who has to get paid? Me, nobody else. So we can charge a lot less because there's not as many people to pay, and that helps your clients get a better deal. And the last thing is speed. And a lot of the time, speed isn't what's been associated with mortgage brokers, but that's changing very quickly. Our average here at CAPITALPlus Mortgage time from receiving a contract to being clear to close is 17 days. And that's not because we're getting 17-day contracts. Those are usually 30-day contracts, right? So what I want you to think about when it comes to speed, it goes back to that flexibility where we can choose what investor to go to. If you come to me and say, Ryan, I have a contract, it's 15 days. I've got to close it in 15 days. As long as that client is willing, we can do that because I can say, all right, well, if you need 15 days, I know that I can go to this investor and I can have 1-day turn times, right? Pricing might not be as good, but it gets you what you need. Or if that's not the case, I can go to a different investor who has better pricing but slower turn times. Again, that's something that a retail lender or a bank doesn't have the ability to do. So those are the 3 points. And there's one last thing that I just want to quickly tell you. So you might think that this is all about me trying to get you to refer your business to me, but that's not necessarily the case. While I'd love to have any other realtors as partners, I'm also very happy with the realtor partners that I have now. You might be thinking, but I love the loan officer that I work with at a bank or at a retail lender. That's awesome too, and I'd love to potentially hire them. So that's the thing, right? So we're looking to grow. The mortgage broker segment of the industry is growing quickly. So I'd love it if you forwarded this email on to any loan officers that you love and consider it an open invitation for them to reach out to me for us to set up a time to talk and see if the broker world is right for them. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great National Mortgage Broker Day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.